We cannot in any way allow the performance of the government to be devalued in the minds of the people. I find it a curious argument that the party that is responsible for FinSac, the greatest devastation of Jamaica's economic base, the cause of great poverty in the country. It's a curious position from a party that decimated Jamaica's middle class, Jamaica's skills and talent, where all those people left the country, not just with their skills and talent, but with their resources. That under their watch, murders crossed the 1,000 threshold and have stayed there since. Curious argument for them to want to rehold the office of government purely on the basis that some time has come. There is no commitment, no vision, nothing has been put forward that would demonstrate that they would be able to handle the challenges that we have had as a government better than how we have done it.
All of you, pack your bags and go.
Time for your pack your bags and go. Full time now. Every time you come and tell the people them about FinSac. Come on, talk about the president now. We tear they pass. That's how I used to brainwash the people them. A pass and make it look like say you are doing something. You ain't doing one thing, because if you can't even control your own party, how are you gonna control the country? Your party is a mess right now. How are you going to control the country? Now we can know, so you're really afraid for true, because looking at your face, you don't see the maga down. Holiness, walk away before you have heart attack. Me warn you, walk away before you have heart attack. You know, she say, you're the maga down. One time gone, you done the talk and the smile. No, nobody now say the smile anymore. We did the talk, you hardly can't remember what you had to say. That means you start last memory. Backside, boy, Mark Golding, you're wicked, you know. You know, the Mark Golding wicked. We shall lock up Mark Golding tomorrow morning. Why Mark Golding are doing these things to Angeles? But blessed morning to my viewers and my subscribers. I hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, they come like you know see what they want. The whole house just a tumble down over the JLP. May I tell you, say the way how the whole house a tumble down over there. When such man hear the news say Andrew Wallace fire him yesterday, him there in a progressive and him drop down people, drop down.
Breaking news, comrades, breaking news. Me I get to understand, say, Homer Davis in busy in a progressive food in a Montego Bay right now. They on him phone and get the news. Say, guess what? Prime Minister fire him. Homer Davis just got the news while in supermarket shopping till him almost dropped down in a... Watch your judgment in a Labour Party.
I only hope say, him no mash up the things them down a progressive, and he no mash up the people them Charlie. And I hope say, progressive people them can release the footage of him when he broke drop down in there. The whole of no wickedness, I don't know, these wicked things to Jamaican people, all I know I go down one by one. But people, we soon come. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and I help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're a new viewers first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. Now, people, this Monday is a blessed and a wonderful Monday. Because why? God have removed some of the evil people from out of our sight. And we talk about Paula Llewellyn. We talk about Robert Montague. We are talking about some other JLP members. Yeah, man. Especially Robert Montague that disrespect Miss Curtis in the most wickedest way. Follow Jolly holiness. And you never know, say, when you not dig hole, you dig more than one. Dig one for yourself, too, man. Because look at how you, Robert Montague, disrespect Miss Curtis for no reason at all. For no reason at all. I feel like I say, God never did that go make sure say. God never did that go make sure say. You go down to? You feel so? So you go, man. Karma is real. You hear that? Karma is real. So you see if all of uno, we're over there in the Jamaican Labour Party where I disrespect people and I disrespect the Jamaican people, them, remember one thing. Karma is real. All of uno, man. But people, Paula Llewellyn walk away and they have appointed someone in the DPP office. So we have a lot of story to cover. So make we jump straight into it. Alright? So inside the video that I released earlier this morning, I told you that Paula Llewellyn said she cannot continue anymore. She smelled the fire at her tail. She cannot continue anymore. So now people just in. Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecution Claudette Thompson has been appointed to act as the country chief prosecutor for a period of 6 months. Her appointment takes effect today. All right. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, acting on the advice of the Public Service Commission, made the appointment this morning. Ms. Thompson's appointment as acting DPP has been formalized, gazetted. Her appointment means prosecutors across the country will now have a standing to appear in court when matters are called up at 10 a.m. Ms. Thompson's appointment became necessary following Friday's ruling striking down a second extension of the tenure of Paula Llewellyn as Director of Public Prosecution. Ms. Llewellyn has since indicated that she is unable to carry out the functions of the office at this time. So now, my people, Ms. Paula Llewellyn has finally realized that she can't win. She know the right and she still a try to do the wrong. But when she say it nah gonna work out because Mark Golding nah give up, Mark Golding nah ease them up, she decides say she a go walk away. Now, these are the type of strong leaders that Jamaica need that will stand up on their feet for the people, because this woman time up 2 times and them extend our contract. Them extend our time even though she reached the age to resign. Them go unconstitutional with everything. And now, them look like an idiot. The whole of them shame like a dog. Shame a kill them, you know, people. Me say, shame a kill. I bet you say you can't see Andrew Wallace face no time soon. I be behind closed door, I hide. Me I tell you say, shame a kill them. Shame a kill them, people. And the next thing enough people don't know. Miss Paula Llewellyn, for the last 1 year, she have worked illegally. She collect illegal money. She never did collect no pay from the people, you know. Because she did her work illegally. So them can lock her up too, you know. Them can lock her up because she did her work illegally. Bogus. Yeah. She did her work as a bogus illegally. So them can lock up her backside. So no surprise. If you hear say tomorrow morning, she pack her bag and gone foreign. No surprise. But people state a thought and that down below in the comment section. And as usual, people, remember to leave a like on this video. Make we move on. TAJ seeking guidance as Office of the Information Commissioner disputes DPA black. The Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, says it will be seeking guidance from the Country Data Protection Regulator, which has contradicted its claim that the law blocks the release of the names of owner of 2 properties it is leasing. So, the property them What them a play? Over $400 million for people. Those are the property. Them a block the name of the owners. So why them a block the name of the owners them? Why them a block the name of the owners them? You see your corruption and them down in the country? You see what they want, people? The TAJ told the Sunday Gleaner on April 2 that provision in the Data Protection Act, DPA, which it declined to provide, barred it from disclosing who owns a property in Anatole Bay, St. Mary, and another in Mandeville, Manchester. Now, people, these are the two properties that I have been talking about for the past weeks or 2 weeks or so, or maybe the past months, where they pay over $400 million for these property over the past 3 years. So the last 3 years, them pay over $400 million for these property, and they are unoccupied. Nobody not in them. Nobody not use them. Them just rent them, throw them down, and them a collect money off of them. You understand me? I say, no, who own this property? That is what we want to know. Me believe all taxpayers want to know who own these property, because if I when we know, police can lock you up for fraud long time, Long time police can grab you and lock you up for fraud. So when these people do these things, we must pressure them as well. We want to know who own this property. But make we continue. An Auditor General Department report triggered public outrage in March after revealing that the TAJ spent almost $400 million to lease 2 buildings that remained unoccupied up to August last year. So, you hear what they go on, people? You hear what they go on? Make we continue. In a statement dated April 18, the Office of the Information Commissioner, OIC, which is the regulator under the DPA, sought to make it clear that the DPA cannot be used to frustrate transparency. So, you hear what they go on, people? Now, I would like to know, what is it that these people are hiding? Why are you guys afraid to release the name of those people that own the building? If you rent somewhere from somebody, you no must can release the name of the person that you rent the place from. I bet you say if it was a regular man do that, I bet things go on. You hear say police can hold him, jape him up, broke him up, came go lock him up, him go spend how much years at prison. But because I own bigger heads, I use taxpayers' money for your own use. I rob taxpayers. You don't want to release the name of those people. Want to take black people for, want to take poor people for, want to take taxpayers for. Eh? Are that taxpayers that pay tax of Jamaica for do? For want to take taxpayers' money and put it in a pocket for your own use? Who own the 2 buildings them? That's what the people of Jamaica want to know. Who own those buildings? The 2 buildings them. It is alleged that one of the building, one labor right man over St. Mary, who owned that building there. So who owned the other one? Because we ain't get name on the other one, even though they want to make it clear who owned the building. So who owned those buildings? People, you know, she said these people are playing with the mind and the head of taxpayers. You know, she said they take taxpayers for idiot. How can the country run like this, where these people use taxpayers' money for their own use without wanting to give out the name of the people them that own those buildings? Remember the building they occupy now. The building them never use, from them rent them, but yet still them pay so much millions of dollars for those buildings already. So it's a good thing say Mark Golden did win the local government election, where him can start dig up the office them. And you know what Mr. say? Mr. say Mark Golden never get more parish. You see me? Mr. say him never get more parish. You know so what I'm going to make Mark Golden win more parish? Because if he just win over St. Mary and then win up top, and in final say them a pay out $88 million to dead people and to people who now work with the government. And now him find out about down St. Mary and all of them place there. For when get out some seat. But the bigger picture is that the damn government is a thief. And all who in the government are criminal too. Why are they afraid to release the names of the people who own these buildings? These unoccupied buildings where they must pay millions of taxpayers' money for. They're criminals. All criminals they are. Now, the other day, them say Christopher Tough Time own funeral parlor allegedly, people. Them say Christopher Tough Time owned the funeral parlor, which them are going to send all the dead bodies from KPH and Spanish Town Hospital to that funeral home, and he denied it. Alright, so them say the funeral home belongs to Archers. Archers is a councillor that is very close to Christopher Tough Time. So them say, out of all of the funeral homes in the surrounding, why you never share the bodies them, that everybody can eat a food? Why you give Archer all of them? Him say him not have nothing to do with it. Him come under pressure. Him say him a go sue vloggers because vloggers are tell lie upon him. You understand? Then the argument died down. Then this video came out.
It is becoming more and more apparent that in the awards process for contracts, the Ministry of Health is not prioritizing the needs of the users of the public healthcare system, and we do not support this practice. We stand with the relatives who in their period of mourning are forced to journey here to Spanish Town in order to retrieve the remains of their loved ones while they should be going through the process of grief. It is a financial burden, it is an inconvenience, and it is absolutely wrong. The Ministry of Health ought to review these contracts. It is becoming more and more.
After that video came out, him go silent. So anyway, he did an interview with Nationwide. And them down in him neck back and I asked him some question, and this man keep running from the question. I mean, I hear him say, I go sue the journalist them. I mean, I hear him say, I go sue that man that came out, the PNP man that came out and said that he is a part of the funeral home. Instead, what he's doing is trying to run away from the questions. He don't want to answer the questions. And then that leaves me to wonder, why is it so much corruption are in the government? Why is it so much corruption are inside of this government? I mean, not enough people say, but what happened to the PNP? Them did in a power 18 years ago gone. Don't make nobody try to brainwash you with what gone already. Because no found what they talk about 18 years ago when born this morning. Some want not to reach 18 yet, and some want to reach 18 just a few months ago. Some want at 20. So no know nothing at all because the founder do no research. Only just listen to what other people say. You understand me? I say, no is the present government in power. Do you believe that these people should get away with corruption in our eyes? Remember, we can't see everything where they go on. We have social media, we have internet, we can't see everything where they go along now. So do you feel like we should sit around and let these people get away with corruption? If the PNP go back in a power and them mix up in a corruption, then we are going to call it out too. Because we know what deal with the present. You understand what we are saying? We are all freedom fighters. So we are dealing with the present now. We're not talking about what gone back in the days. But anyway, this is what Christopher Tough Time had to say, people. Check it out.
Home, a facility of this nature to cover multiple parishes. And if those who are concerned had done their homework, they would recognize that there are funeral homes in Jamaica that are covering 2, sometimes 3 parishes. And bodies have to be moved to those locations. So Archers is not unique in that regard and has never been unique. Fourthly, based on the lead up to your story about recently established entity, it is unfair for this position and perception to be taken that somehow Archers is a company that was just formed and is benefiting from contracts, suggesting that somehow there's some special favor that is being granted to them. The gentleman in question, father owned or was involved in the funeral business before him. He had a company that was set up, an entity from 2013. I believe it was incorporated in 2017 or 18. In other words, the format of the company was changed. So this is not a new entity, and in fairness to him, this is not something that he has just started to get involved in, because it has been in his family before him through his father, and then he has carried on. I want to also reference a theory that I think is at play here, which is a greater mischief, and that is the political issues that have played out. Mr. Archer, as you know, is now the councillor for one of my divisions, the Red Hills division in West Central St. Catherine.
Right.
He was always a worker for the party. He was a cluster manager. He was given by the Labour Party the opportunity to represent the division, and the councillor at the time, who was a JLP councillor, was removed by the party, not by me, because there's a process involving that. That gentleman who he replaced ran as an independent candidate. Now, I'm not going to link him to some of this mischief because I don't know. But what I do know, he was supported by the People's National Party with, I believe, the intent of splitting the votes. And there was some level of confidence that somehow the PNP would have won that division. As it turns out, Mr. Archer won by over 500 votes. So the plan did not work. I smell a lot of sour grapes and a lot of attempts to undermine someone who is legitimately conducting his business. And, of course, trying to link that to me as a member of parliament. I've been seeing on social media, and one has to be very careful what you see on social media these days, that I own a funeral home. I've never, ever been involved in and have no interest or intention to be involved in a funeral home. Clearly an attempt at discrediting myself and by extension Archers and by extension the constituency.
No, Dr. Tufton.
So there's a lot of politics at play, and it is disappointing. The truth is that these arrangements are done through a public procurement process, and it is not unusual for an entity to cover multiple parishes based on who applies for the work and where the expertise is.
And that's where I wanted to go back, because is it that the funeral homes that had arrangements to store bodies, Dr. Dawes was saying 3, is it that all of those they submitted bids or applied?
I don't have the details. I don't have the time to track every single procurement process. I don't get involved in it because, as you know, that could lead to all sorts of issues. Where people inquire because they may have an interest, I normally refer them to the authority that is responsible for this. The Regional Health Authority drives these procurement processes for certain things. Some things are driven by the ministry, head office. And in this instance, I suspect that people apply once their contract comes to an end and a consideration is given, contracts are awarded, and the rest is history. I can't give beyond that any specifics because I don't take the time to study it so much unless something like this pops up and I ask for a brief. So
and the question is asked, Dr. Tufton, because people are wondering why this time Archers only and not again Roberts, Morgans, and Archers.
Especially when it says rescinded.
You would have to ask the procurement authority that, but you're clearly not listening to what I've said in terms of the history of how this thing has evolved. Things are advertised, people apply, there's a committee that considers, it goes to other committees external to the internal committees, as far as the Cabinet of Jamaica in this instance, where the contract is awarded. It is not unusual for a funeral home to cover 1, 2, or even 3 parishes. And in some instances, that is one entity to cover 1, 2, or 3 parishes. And as I said earlier, it is not that this entity has not been around for a while. It has been around.
Christopher Tough Time, it no matter what you want to say, uno are all corruption. Uno should never take the bodies from the others, a funeral home them, and give it to Archer Funeral Home alone. Uno are corruption. And no matter what you want to say, how you want to say it, we are going to tell you plain and straight that you are all corruption and you shouldn't resign. You have to resign, and there is a corrupted politician them must resign. Like right now, I want to give Jamaican people a break now, please. On behalf of the Jamaican people that want a better Jamaica, Christopher Tough Time and a corrupted politician them, I am begging you on behalf of those people, please, resign. Resign and give us a break. We are tired of you all. All of you corrupted politicians, we are asking you please to resign. Resign peacefully while you can right now. Resign. Because all of you don't pack up in a prison. So if based on resign, go to one foreign country, go and live right now. Please, give the Jamaican people them a break. We are begging to give we a break. When you come out and pump on a dirty medicine in our body, poison we have. Teacher they drop like a fly. You as the health minister, you may try to know. Teacher they drop like a fly. Police are drop like a fly. Nurse are drop like a fly. Other people, regular citizens, they drop like a fly. Who inject with the poison. Or call vaccine. Take people for idiot. Vaccine take years, on top of years to build up. I want to build up in 6 months. And can't joke people with that like one of the things that we are idiot. No, I want to resign. Resign. Please, resign. As the health minister, resign. We are beg you, please resign. Alright, sir? Without no further ado, I'm gonna end this video right now. But we are asking you to resign. Please. Alright? And people, if you don't want to see this man resign, type it down below in the comment section. Tell him resign. Like the video so YouTube can put it on the algorithm. Share the video so he maybe can get to see it where we are asking him, please, to resign. We're tired of you. We're fed up. We want freedom. Resign. You and your Prime Minister, resign.